Welcome to another episode of yours truly, Trisha.
I want to say
No, okay.
but I'm not.
He does it. It's not even funny.
Every time. Oh God, here we go.
So today we're talking about a very funny topic because I feel like we were asked this question a lot in our earlier years. Are you ever moving out of the city?
It's a funny topic, only because we both grew up kind of outside the city.
I grew up well outside of the city. I grew up in a small town just outside of Uxbridge.
I grew up in Scarborough. Actually, I grew up here, like the first maybe 8 years of my life in the area that we're in now. I learned how to skate on a rink just steps away from here. I learned how to swim at a
Okay, so back to the question.
facility. But I'm just saying, like, it was full circle. So, yeah, are we ever going to move out of the city? I personally do not want to.
I would say no, but there are moments lately, I admit that I think, like, would it be safer for our kids if we were outside of the city?
Safer? No, what
I just
sense?
feel like there's just so much more going on in our neighborhood now that gets me a little bit nervous. That's all. But I know it's just like it comes and goes. But the answer for me is still a no. And I think we got a lot of pushback from our parents when we first had Harper, because they figured, you have a baby, then you move to the suburbs and end of story, and that's it.
That's a natural progression, right?
And we actually didn't do that, and they thought we were crazy. We were living in a condo, and for them it was, they couldn't imagine anyone wanting to raise a kid in the city in a condo, and there's no backyard, you don't have a driveway, and la di da da da.
But I think I know, speak for my parents, I think they started to kind of see it, like,
Did they?
Yeah, I think they were saying, like, I know my parents we lived in Scarborough, and they both worked downtown Toronto, and it took them good 45 minutes to an hour to commute back and forth. So I think when I said, listen, like, I want to be closer to my to home, to work. Yeah. Like, I don't want to commute. I don't want to spend like a lot of time commuting. And I think my dad kind of understood, and he was on board with regards to like us staying in this area, and like,
I really think the benefit, yes, is like reducing your commute. Because now Emil can ride to work, or he can take the TTC, and it's very quick.
I ride my bike to work.
But I think the great benefit of being in the city and maybe in a smaller space is that we often are doing things outside with the girls. Like, we are, yes, we don't have a backyard, and we have a rooftop, but
we have this amazing parquet right here, and
but we also go to the park. We go to the playground. We have a lot of friends that we meet up with for play dates. We also, we go for way more walks now as a family than we probably. I mean, it's hard to say. We never. I don't think I did when I lived.
Do you think, sorry to cut you off, honey, but do you think if we moved to the suburbs, like, call it a bigger place, bigger lot, whatever, would you be open to entertain more? Because I feel like we don't entertain a lot, just because I feel, we've discussed this before. And
but we also go out to eat a lot more, just because we have access to all these amazing restaurants. A lot of times it's like we will just meet friends for drinks and dinner outside of the home. So yeah, I think we would entertain a lot more. And also, I think it's just our friend circles also changed, because now a lot of our friends live closer to us.
It's proximity, yes, exactly. It's proximity and convenience.
We arrange a lot of dates, like, with our friends out at restaurants, or we go out. But yeah, like, I do sometimes wish we had more space in that, but on the other hand, I'm also like, do we need it? And we're fine, and we're content, and we're happy. So yeah, it crosses my mind sometimes, like, I wish I had a backyard, and I wish I had,
I don't know. I think a backyard would just, a driveway. No, I mean, I would love to teach the kids like, growing up, I used to shovel the snow on my driveway, and like, that was like such a struggle at times. And like, between me and my brothers, like, I would always get so upset to, like, can you help out and stuff? And I felt like sometimes I was out there, and like, I didn't want my parents to shovel the driveway, obviously. And like, I'd love to have them and like shovel the driveway. It'd be fun. But I think, I don't know. I think, again, it's more chores and more stuff at home, and not being able to get out and do stuff together. So
I do think the downside, though, of living in the city in a smaller home is that we often feel that this pressure of like having to be busy and do things and go out and do this and do that. And also, I think there's more temptation to eat out because we have access to so many great restaurants. So, I mean, there's pros and cons to both. And I think bottom line is like, what works best for your family and what you really enjoy. For us, we really do love the ability to walk outside and go get a coffee or get groceries, go to the playground, go to the park.
within walking distance,
Within
and
walking distance,
not having to
we
get in a
actually
car.
don't
So,
use our car that often. So, that's been a really
so
nice.
environmentally wise, we are better.
Yes. But there are pros and cons to both. So
Yes,
we're not
for sure.
knocking people who live in the suburbs.
not at all.
And who knows, maybe one day we'll move. But for now, we are happy where we are. We enjoy the small home in the city. We love to go for walks. And yeah, that's where we're at. So no, the answer is no.
The answer is no, for now.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
Bye for now.
See ya.